Chapter 161, First Battle of Protection 3. However, Zutua's flying sword did not fly directly toward Azari. Instead, it circled around Azari's back. The other 3 silver pills flew at high speed and blasted toward Azari from 3 directions. At this moment, even though Azari was extremely afraid of Zutua's flying sword, he could only use all his strength to deal with the 3 alloy silver pills. Azari should have an ability similar to mental perception, but the range was not large. An arm shield accurately blocked one of the alloy silver pills. The genetic bone blade also instantly protruded and stabbed out like lightning. The tip of the bone blade accurately pierced one of the alloy silver pills. It instantly cut an alloy silver pill into 2. Before the other silver pill was hit by the bone blade, it flew backward. Whoosh! A shrill sound came from behind. Zutua's silver flying sword circled around from the back before it suddenly turned around. It brought with it a high-speed sonic boom as it shot toward Azari at lightning speed. With this acceleration, the speed of the flying sword had been increased to the extreme. Azari's eyes widened in anger as he stared at the flying sword that was flying towards him. The moment the silver light connected, he suddenly fell back and rolled. This was the result of their research last night. Once the speed of Zutua's flying sword was increased to the maximum, its agility would be greatly reduced, and the degree of direction adjustment would be greatly reduced. According to the deduction of the supercomputer of the New India Genetic Evolution College, when the speed was accelerated to the extreme, the degree of direction adjustment would not exceed 30 degrees. This was the weakness of flying swords. At this moment, Azari had a good grasp of the situation. He also used it very well. He rolled on the ground and coincidentally avoided Zutua's flying sword. All the audience held their breaths at this moment. They had originally thought that Zutua's flying sword would change direction. However, the trajectory of Zutua's flying sword was as stiff as a bullet. It did not even change direction. It passed through the empty space left behind by Azari after he quickly fell to the ground. He had missed. Boom! There was an explosion. Zutua's flying sword shot into the ground. The audience was in an uproar. Zutui was not affected at all. He threw 3 more alloy silver pills at Azari. The flying sword was stuck in the ground. Azari was overjoyed when he saw that. He suddenly stood up and faced the 3 alloy silver pills. As long as he handled Zutua's 3 alloy silver pills, not much, just 2, he could quickly attack Zutun and launch a fatal attack. He will then complete his teacher's instruction skill, Zutui. But at this moment, below the stage, Haruji's expression changed drastically. He suddenly roared, "Be careful behind you!" The alloy silver pill that had flown back earlier was attached with a mental chain. After circling around, he instantly accelerated to the maximum and adjusted his direction slightly. The shrill sound of the air being torn apart by the other 3 alloy silver pills was especially ear-piercing. Azari suddenly realized what was happening. At this moment, he thought of many things. He understood what Zutua's true trump card was. Almost at the same time, Haruji roared angrily. Azari's head swung wildly. "Stop!" On the referee's stand, the referee of the India sector, Hikai, shouted anxiously. But it was too late. It was already too late when Azari's head was swinging. The alloy silver pill that had flown away earlier blasted into the back of Azari's head and broke through his neck armor without any resistance. Zutua's mind power made a slight adjustment to the direction of the alloy silver pill. It went from a straight line into his neck to a slight upward angle. The alloy silver pill instantly blasted into Azari's head from his neck. Azari's body trembled, and all the brilliance in his eyes dissipated in an instant. Hikai's boundless mind power landed on Azari's body in an instant. Haruji no longer cared about the rules and immediately pounced onto the arena. He hugged his student and checked his condition. However, regardless of whether it was Hikai or Haruji, they were both stunned at the same time. His brain tissue was destroyed. Even medical technology 100 years later could not save him.